Stop trying to be liked by everybody. You don't even like everybody. Think about that for a second. There are people in your own life right now that you tolerate or avoid or straight up cannot stand, but somehow you've decided that every person you meet has to walk away thinking you're great. Now, I'm going to explain a few different areas why this could be happening. I don't know your personal story, so I can't tell you why you're doing it, but it is usually one of these things. Sometimes it's fear because you realize that if people don't like you, they can leave. And most people don't want to be alone or lonely, so you end up acting likable and you end up performing so you keep them close. Maybe you grew up someplace where conflict felt dangerous, so you learned that keeping everybody happy wasn't a choice, it was survival. And sometimes people do it because they want to be seen. They don't want to feel invisible, and that's a big driver. And sometimes it's even simpler than that. Maybe you learned early on that being liked was conditional. I have to be easy. I have to be agreeable. I can never be too much for other people. So you end up building a version of yourself that's made to be liked instead of the version that's actually you. And whatever the root is for you, it always ends up showing up the same way. You read the room before you talk, you end up listening more than you want to, you soften what you actually think, and then you shrink the parts of yourself that you might think are going to rub somebody the wrong way. Because if they did react the wrong way, that just validates that there's something wrong. And listen, if you're into this deeper breakdown, go check out my brand new subscriber channel because that's where we get into the why behind things. Not just what's happening, but why is it actually happening? We go beyond the surface level. And if you know the why, that means you know the truth, and then you can actually make changes. Just like the fact that you want everybody to like you. You know that's not real because you don't like everybody. Truth is, you already know it has nothing to do with their worth if you don't like them. It's about fit, timing, and maybe even vibe, and none of that means somebody's not good enough. So why should it work any different for you? The people who don't like you aren't finding some flaw in you. They're just having a normal reaction just like you have to other people all the time. And it's never ever anything to do with your worth. It has to do with this. You have to stop being the version of you that stops chasing other people's approval because you think it's harder to deal with. It is not.